Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Dahlia and we're back finally after like what, several weeks?
It's been 84 years.
On my coastal city Capri Sun, working on a new build. I apologize for the lack of videos recently.
I am sorry. I have failed you.
I have no excuse as to why I haven't been posting or why I haven't been streaming. I don't know. I feel like I needed a break from content creating for a little while, but we're here. We're back.
I'm back, baby.
We're working on a new video, so let's head over to the area we're working on. And yeah, so I do have new villagers on the island. We're going to be working on Marshall and Mint's area, and going to be making a really fun area right next to my villager's home, which was kind of like a dock build. I feel like a lot of the areas on this island are dock builds, but you know what? It's a coastal town with a lot of water and fishing docks and boat docks, and that's just what it is, okay? So we're gonna be working on that today. So we're just continuing the road path. If you're curious about any of the custom designs I use on this island, everything is linked in the description. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I have missed you, of course.
And I miss you.
I apologize, like I said, for lack of content. Life hasn't even been crazy busy for me. I haven't had the, I don't know, the desire to create content, the desire to really play Animal Crossing or really any games for content. So I'm just, you know, doing my life and we're just existing. But I'm back. So how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm so happy to be here talking to you, and I will be streaming again at the end of this month, beginning of July. I promise streams are coming back. But anyways, we're gonna go and customize Mint and Marshall's houses. I'm gonna give them similar houses, so basically the same house style, but I gave Marshall a blue roof, and I'm giving Mint a more mint green kind of roof. As you guys know, I like having my villagers have similar houses when I pair them together. As you guys could probably already tell by the title of the video, we are doing some fun little like islands for my two villagers. I've never done builds like this before. I have obviously done tropical and coastal type islands in the past, but this is something entirely new for me. I've never done like mini islands for my villagers, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to experiment with my water path and that mixed with the sand pathing, creating these little tiny islands for each of my villagers. So I have like little docks for them, and then the water. I know you're probably going to comment about like the shadows of the water.
You didn't see anything, right? Yes, sir.
Like little thing. I don't know what it is. I think one part of the pathing is like a transparent and the other isn't. I unfortunately cannot change this. I don't really care, honestly. I really love this pathing, and I'm honestly too lazy at this point to change it. Maybe it'll bug me in the future before I finish this island and I'll end up changing it to a different code. But for right now, I'm very pleased with how it looks, and having this little color change be a little bit different is not the biggest of deals for me. It's not the end of the world, you know. It's not life-changing.
I don't know why it's coming out all loud and squeaky, because really, I'm fine.
It's nothing. It's nothing. But anyways, I created little islands using the water code. As you guys can see, I'm just kind of speeding through my placement of it because you guys have seen me place water codes in the past, and it's honestly pretty self-explanatory on how to kind of work out how the pathing works. But I originally was actually going to do both of their things on one island, but I'm like, you know what, we'll give Marshall a little deck that comes from the side of the road on this side, and then we'll give Mint a dock that is on the other side. I struggled to figure out what dock to use for both of them because obviously they're going from vertical and horizontal like differently, so I wanted it to look good. I'm pleased with it. I'm not like 100% sure if it looks amazing, but I'm happy enough with it that I'm not going to bother fiddling with it anymore. And I don't have any more codes to download new deck designs, so we're just making do with what we have. We're doing that. I put some log stakes as like little fencing, and I love this colorway with this color of the log stakes. It just looks so good. And then I had to fiddle a little bit with the water code in order to place some palm trees, because I've realized I don't have as many palm trees on this island as I would like, because so much of this island has been taken up with like pathing that the natural areas have been kind of lacking. So I'm trying to be better. I'm going to be doing lots of like open beach areas, I think, in certain spots. So we'll be having tons of palm trees kind of scattered throughout. And then I put the stone pathing around the edges, as obviously this is like a watered kind of ocean area, and you have to cut off the water from the thing, you know? And because my villagers' homes don't have a ton of areas around this spot to work with, I'm keeping their yards, I guess you can call them, very minimal, and just kind of working within the space that I have. I'm learning to be more simple with my villagers' homes, because I always feel like I have to fill off every inch and give every villager like a sitting area and this and that, and like, no, it's okay just to give them like a very basic little thing. Like, I still do a little bit too much, but it's really cute, and I made it work for both of them. And then I did the same thing on both sides of them with like the storefront. It kind of looks like a shed or like an extension on their house, and I just kind of like that it kind of adds a little bit more dimension and uniqueness for each of their homes. And I'm also trying to cover the little spot of grass that you can see that you just can't cover with sand.
Okay, fine, I'm cool, I'm fine.
Which is really annoying, but you know what? We're making it work. And then I did some some fake plants. And it looks really cute. Like, I'm actually very pleased with this. I'll probably do like one more area on the island with 2 other villagers, kind of like this, because I just love how this area turned out. It's so fun to me, and it's not something I've ever done before. Once again, you've seen me with my tropical islands. I have done much more city structured ones, so to do something a little bit more natural, even though this is covered in custom designs, it's more natural in like the sense that it looks natural, you know? It's
in the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying that
it's a fake kind of natural. We're gonna pretend they're real beaches, okay? Like, my fake beaches I always think look really cute, and this is one of my favorite fake beaches. I put some fake shells on the sand, and then I'm kind of fiddling with kind of just filling up the space. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do to the left of this area, so I do leave that spot. I leave it blank today. But we're really close to the edge of my map on the left, so what I'm probably going to do is just abruptly end it with a kind of like a boardwalk thing, and then we'll do my beaches, which I'm going to be decorating my beaches on this island, if that wasn't already obvious. And then I'm adding some decoy ducks on the water just to kind of fill up the water space a little bit. I think it looks so cute. And then I'm essentially finished with this portion of the build. I do end up decorating a little bit behind this area as well in just a minute, but for this particular section we are officially finished, and I really, really like it. So in order to continue this build, I do extend the water just a little bit. I knew I didn't want this to be too big, but to the right of this area, like I said, is my house, as well as the resident services, and beside both of them, or behind both of them, I do have a cliff with inclines. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna have to continue the cliff and do some second tier decorating. I'm still kind of debating whether I want this island to be flat or not. I have done like one small area that did have a kind of like a balcony section, if you guys saw my previous build, but this is just kind of like, I'm still kind of debating. Like, there's still quite a bit of space back here to do like a second cliff, like I mentioned, but I'm still like, I don't know if I want it to be flat or not. I'll probably end up decorating cliffs and doing like second tier. I might not do third tiers. I might keep it just at the second tier, but I don't know.
I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do.
So I'm covering the cliff with some simple panels and then fencing, and then what I'm going to do here, like I've done on previous islands, is kind of create like a tunnel using the castle gate to act like a a tunnel for a street. Not much to explain there. I also had to fiddle with the water code a little bit more here to make the palm tree and everything fit, but it looks really good. Like, I like the little kind of cut and break with the palm tree in the middle of the section. And if you're curious about how to make a really simple tunnel, just use the curtain partition and a castle gate, and it looks like a tunnel. And it looks really, really good. So I put the staircase. I don't know where that staircase is going to lead, but that's something for future me to deal with.
That was a problem for future me, and now I am future me, and this sucks.
And then I'm just doing my final finishing touches around the street, adding a couple of things around the area, blocking off the water so that you can't like walk on the water, even though you technically can. Just kind of blocking it where I can, and then just doing some finishing little bits and bobs around the sides of the street, adding some palm trees, adding some cars and scooters. As you guys can see, I'm keeping the colorway with the scooters and the cars like blue and white and green to kind of match my actual color scheme. I threw some electric scooters down because I think they look really cute in the corner. I always feel like when it comes to city islands, I struggle with items to put on the side of the street because I feel like I add the same thing over and over again. But I feel like I'm finding my footing with this island and being a little bit more creative than I typically am, but I could just be lying about that.
And if I'm lying, then may the devil himself take me away. Oh, get off me, devil!
And my last little thing, I'm throwing some seaweed and some summer shells. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to turn on channel notifications so you're notified of when I upload and when I go live. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!